So all those things that you saw at the top of the show, all those things that I was eating and loving, they can all be yours. All right, so next.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Mary
I am good.
Louise?
I'm very good.
So good to see you, as always. The
you.
unofficial baker here at QVC.
Aw, thanks.
Ooh, I'm glad that this is my first hour, so I'm going to have a nice little sugar rush. A little carb
you
rush.
will.
It'll really get me through
Got
the
you
rest.
covered.
Anyways, I am here with Mary Louise today with the BergHOFF Perfect Slice 13x9 pan with carry lid and cutting tool. It sounds like a mouthful, but it is genius. We also have it on an amazing featured price today of just $28.82, 4 easy monthly payments of $7.20, and those 4 easy payments are going to go away at the end of the day. And this is the first day actually that we've presented it on 4 easy pay, so this is the only day.
Nice.
Well, let's talk about it a little bit because it's just so smart.
Do you want to do the colors first? Because I'm going to get in and I'm going to get really excited.
Okay.
It comes in colors. Yeah,
Okay,
you might not
let's
be
do
able to stop
colors
me down,
first.
but you got great colors.
All
Exclusive
right.
to QVC, by the way. You can
Oh,
look
they
at
are
colors
exclusive.
here.
Okay, we were
yes,
asking
ma'am.
about that. All right, so we have the red right here. So cute. We're calling this gold. Really gorgeous color right there. And then lastly, we have the silver, nice and modern, nice and sleek. This is the most limited. I'm not shocked by that. But so those are your colors that you have to choose from. Silver, gold, and red.
Okay, here we go. 13x9 pan. As a baker, so many things that were made in this. And as I told you, Julia, one of the reasons why so many people don't want to bake is because you can have a beautiful product in the pan, but getting it out is a problem. And how do you cut even slices on here? Well, my friend Becky invented this. I wish it had been me who invented it. It is a great carbon steel pan. It's non-stick, airtight lid that snaps on the side, but on the top, and I'm going to show you how it works, is a cutter on here. So let's go into the pan. I've already cut these up here for you. You've got a great pan of chocolate chip squares. All right, how do you get portion control on this? She invented it because number one, as a baker, she wanted to be able to, let's say, make 12 perfect squares on here. So this square when it's cut, and this square when it's cut, you're both getting the same size. You've got great portion size for everybody, but it also looks great when you display it on here. She also was on Weight Watchers, so she created a recipe and it said you could have 1/12 of the recipe. How do you cut it down? How do you measure?
It sounds mathematical.
This is genius. She has molded into this pan inch markers. If you look across right here, you can see inches here and inches here measuring, and then this cutter will cut through. So if you want to do 12 perfect squares on here, you cut 3 across here, and all you do is go into your pan and you just push down. You go 3 across here like this, and then you count the other way. So now all of these squares are even. Large squares, small squares. If you want to get really pretty and you want to
double it up,
cut across into diagonals, you can do that as well. I love this. I happen to have a catering business where I do a lot of baking, and this is one of the biggest issues I have is how to get all of those slices to look even.
Well, you know, when it's nice and uniform, it looks professional. If you're cooking for a bake sale, baking for a bake sale, anything like that, if you do have a catering business, or if you want to start selling your baked goods, everything will always be the same size, look uniform, and look beautiful.
And that looks pretty. And this is actually
and clean,
freezer safe, and dishwasher safe. I always say to hand wash because it protects the pan right here. But look at this. We started with a basic yellow cake pan. You can have this iced if you want to, but look at how I'm going across. Do you see how all of these are exactly the same? Because I'm counting 2. I count 2 from this side, and I count 2 from this side, and I just eyeball it. And all I'm doing is pushing down. This cutter goes right through. So when I get to the end right here, look, watch me. Now, I can change this out if I want. Let's say I want to do bigger pieces for somebody and smaller pieces for somebody else. I certainly can do this, but if I want it to be the same all the way down, look at this.
That's funny. I just had a birthday party for my friend Emma, and she didn't want to cut the cake. Nobody wanted to cut the cake. Nobody ever wants to cut the cake.
Is that not the
because
truth?
I never do it right. I always run out of slices. Someone gets a small piece. You know, this is a perfect solution to that problem. Nobody ever wants to cut the cake.
I know. Okay, so over here, look at this. You've got a beautiful streusel cake on here. We've got 2 pieces that are exactly the same size in here. So if you want, you can cut on demand. I love that this comes with the lid. So when you go to somebody's house and maybe they said, can you bring a cake? As you said, just go ahead and leave it with the hostess and let her try it out.
Because look how it's packaged. If we look at one of them at the front right here, if we're looking at the red one, it's just like easy to go. You just pop this into the oven, you bake whatever it is that you're baking. When it cools down, you pop the lid on and you bring it, because it has this great little handle on top and the cutter just fits so perfectly right in there. So how many times do you bring maybe a lasagna, or because that lasagna looks good, or a cake, or something to somebody's house, and you're like, well, let's try to get it all out, keep the pan. Well, keep the pan, keep the cutter. What a great gift for the baker in your life.
And you can cut even slices all the way across. You can just leave this sitting with the pan, because a lot of times I bake and I bring it in here and there's somebody who's like, I want a bigger piece, and somebody's like, can you just give me a little piece on here? This is also just a great cutter on here. So look, uniform all the way around, and then you can cut the size of slices that you want. But I like how everything looks perfect on here.
Also, I had to point out, this isn't too sharp. Yes, it's tapered,
no, it isn't.
and it will cut through anything, but it feels safe.
And a little tip for you as well, I like to spray this down with a little of the vegetable oil if you want to. That keeps it a little bit non-stick in here. But even things, you don't have to go all sweet, even things savory like lasagna. Cutting that lasagna in the pan and doing your sizes of lasagna or having everybody over. Look at this.
I'm like
it goes
Garfield.
right through a lasagna. So you've got 12 people over and you want 12 servings in here and you want all of the same sizes. Count the three, and count the size, and this is the way to do it. It's a great invention.
You're right. I wish we had invented it ourselves. Let me show you your colors.
Isn't that the truth?
We have this really beautiful red, and look, the actual pan itself is red as well. And this is sturdy. This is not a flimsy.
It's a very well-made baking pan.
By any means.
Yeah.
Remember those hash marks? They are molded in, so it's not like just painted on. It's not going to flake off. It is in there forever. Next up, we have this really pretty gold color. Again, that really nice lid handle, and then we have the silver, which is the most popular, which is the most limited. This is K46660 on a great price of $28.82 for easy monthly payments that will go away at the end of the day. And I'm not gonna let you go.
I know,
you have to stay with me.
By the way, it has a great carrying lid on it too.
Yes, absolutely.
So to carry
it has a great handle.
How much easier could you get with